Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of iCraft. This video is going to be a little bit different because I'm basically going to be taking all the footage from live streams I've been doing over the past few days and basically narrating over them. So yeah, this isn't perfectly scripted, I've just got some key points listed out in front of me. And so yeah, anyway, without further ado, let's get into the rest of the video. So stream number one was all about building paths. I went to build some paths made out of birch and having some stripped oak logs on the outside to try and put in a little bit of infrastructure. I also tried to get a little bit of an idea of some future projects that I want to do in this area. Mikey Pirion was in my chat and he suggested that I build some Mayan pyramids, which look like on screen now. And I think that's a really good idea, maybe with some sandstone and some stone bricks and jungle logs, just the stuff that I'm already making my base out of, really. I also decided to change the floor in here from sandstone to birch just to make it match a little bit better with the rest of the pathways. As well as the pathways, I also did a little bit of terraforming just to try and make the terrain smoother because I think the default terrain is way too rigid in some places. As the sun went down, I realized that the pathways were not lit up at all and they were very, very lethal. So I decided to go ahead and put some lights in there. I was originally thinking some glowstone, but I ended up putting birch trapdoor with torches underneath, which I think looks really, really good, and I think I'm going to put that throughout the rest of the base. I then finally decided to make the walkways a little bit wider because I felt like they were way too narrow. And with that is the end of the first stream. As the second stream started, I decided I was on a mission and I wanted to build the mob farm right on the top of my base. Luckily, I'd already built the water catchment system, so I didn't really have to worry about that. I started by making the spawning platforms. I would use the same design that I used in TasCraft Season 2. I decided on red sandstone, I thought that would look good, but unfortunately that meant I'd have to gather some more red sand. After following myself with the Minecraft Delta community, Discord link in the description, I decided to head back and continue building with red sandstone. I thought the 6 layers would be enough for now, but I can always expand in the future if need be. I decided that down here could have been a pretty good place for item storage, so I started clearing out an area. I quickly realised though there might not be enough space down there and I definitely didn't have any of the materials to start building the sorting system, so I just left it for now. So because of this, instead I decided to get the materials for the rest of the redstone that I'd need in the mob farm. So after Mikey generously donated me some string and Headtrip generously offered me some cobblestone, thanks guys, I had all the materials ready to build the redstone except for the storage system. So then after that I started to build the killing chamber. As I was placing in some of these blocks, I noticed that there were some mysterious arrows coming out of nowhere. I flew around to try and find the culprit, and there he was. Headtrip was shooting some arrows at me. Mikey said in chat that he was taking some revenge on me because I pranked Jen, and Jen was blaming Headtrip that he was doing all the pranking when it was really me.
It's either Tried Up Bear or Headtrip. Headtrip, because Tried Up Bear, I don't know him that well. But he seems like a nice guy.
Side note, rails are still the most annoying things to build with, even though they place in the direction you're facing, they're still a huge pain. Anyway, I ended up making a temporary storage system with only a couple of chests, which I'll obviously expand in the future. Mikey then offered to donate some resources to build a sorting system to sort out each different mob drop, and I took him up on that offer later on. So after placing in the magma blocks, the killing chamber was completed. Pretty simple, the mobs die on the magma blocks and the hopper minecart picks up their items, sends them into some chests, but it took a little bit longer than expected. I then started work on placing some of the dispensers, observers and the water in the dispensers to create the flushing system to flush all the mobs off the spawning platforms. After finishing that, I then started to build the sandstone supports up the side. After that, I ended up connecting the sandstone pillars across the top, and I wasn't too sure about it, but I ended up making the roof out of sandstone completely. After that, I started filling in the walls with some glass, some jungle planks, and some stripped jungle logs. After a number of design changes, each time with less and less glass, this was the final design. Although I reduced the amount of glass used, I still ran out of glass, so I ended up borrowing a shulker of it from Mikey. Don't worry though, I did return it with the full shulker full of glass, except for this one slot, which for some reason had a stack of light grey glass panes. After that, I ended up building the etho hopper clock to automate the water flushing system, and then it was done. Well, almost done. I ended up torching up the top of the mob farm so no mobs will spawn there and take up the mob cap, And I also built an AFK platform all the way up at the top at level 200, I do believe, and I AFK'd there for a while. Of course, I didn't AFK on stream though, so that was the end of stream 2. And the end of this video, so I really hope you enjoyed. It's a bit of a different format this time than every other video that I normally do on iCraft, but, you know, I wanted to try something new, where I just take footage from live streams and put it into videos. I wouldn't expect these videos a whole lot because they're kind of hard to make and they take quite a while, but yeah, either way, please let me know what you thought in the comments. If you want to watch my live streams, head over to twitch.tv/trydeathbear, and if you want to get notifications for it, please consider joining the Minecraft Delta Discord server. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider liking, subscribing, whatever. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.